Record heat is scorching North America. Record heat and drought. It's a serious issue. There's a news article about it every day somewhere. If you don't know about it, you haven't been paying attention. Highways are cracking, roads are buckling, railroad tracks are getting warped, flights have been canceled, and restaurants are being forced to close. Land is sinking, especially in California because they're pumping water out of the ground. Vancouver, British Columbia, which is up in Canada, now feels like Vegas. People there, they couldn't handle the heat because they don't even have air conditioners. Some of them had to go to hotels. Lawton Village in British Columbia broke Canadian record with the highest temperature, 121 degrees. Portland Airport set a record at 116 degrees Fahrenheit. Jalalabad, Pakistan set a record with 126 degrees. Agriculture use approximately of the Colorado River is 80%, and it provides 15% of American crops. The California Central Valley, which grows a lot of our vegetables, is running out of water. They will not get enough from dams and aqueducts, but now are pumping water out of the ground, which the ground recedes, goes down a foot a year. That's how much water they're pumping out of there. They're even so desperate for water now, they're making desalination plants along the ocean. That's changing the ocean water over to fresh water, which takes a heck of a lot of energy. So that's not going to be a lifesaver either. There's a huge aquifer. It's called Okalala Aquifer. It's under the Great Plains. It's this huge freshwater lake underground, right? Farmers in 8 states depend on it for their water, but it's starting to run dry. Irrigation wells are pumping out faster than the rainfall can refill it. There are some places where the ground level has dropped 100 feet. Or no, the underground water has dropped 100 feet. So, who are you going to believe? Scientists? Or are you going to believe God and the Bible? Scientists say all this pollution that we cause, it goes up in the atmosphere and it holds in heat. So that's what we caused all this. And so that's why we got to cut back on everything. We got to rely on solar and wind, which is never going to be enough. It's never going to equal what kind of energy we're getting from gas and oil. So, but that's what the government's leading into. That's one of the first things Biden did was go over there and sign up for the deal with all the other countries. And we have goals of, cutting back, or, in so many years we won't even have gas cars. So, but then countries like China, they don't have to cut back on nothing for a whole bunch of years. So they actually think us doing this is just going to make the planet better in the future. We're saving the planet. So what's the alternative view? Well, there is an alternative Christian view, which is God controls the weather. And I have proof of it. There's 47 Bible verses about weather and God's sovereignty over it. I'll read you a couple of them. Amos 4:7. I caused it to rain upon one city, and it caused it not to rain upon another. Psalms 147 to 8, who covers the heaven with clouds, who provides rain for the earth, and who makes grass to grow on the mountains. Here's another one. Leviticus 26:4. And I shall give you rains in their season, so the land will yield its produce, and the trees of the field will bear fruit. Two more. James 5:17 to 18. Elijah was a man with a nature like ours, and he prayed earnestly that it would not rain on earth, and it did not rain on earth for 3 years and 6 months. Then he prayed again, and the sky poured rain. Here's the one that's scary, and it might be talking about us. Leviticus 26 to 19. I will break down your pride of power, and I also make your sky like iron and the earth like bronze. Well, I hope that's not happening now. The Sierra Nevada snowpack that accounts for a third of California's water supply has fallen to the lowest level since the Middle Ages. The Colorado River system, which gets its water from the Sierra Nevadas, provides water to 40 million people. The snowpack has gone down and down and down. Now when it melts, it soaks right in the ground because the ground is so hard and dry. There are 7 states which have large populations in the desert and semi-arid areas like California, Nevada, Arizona. They built numerous dams, right, to store up water for when they need them when there's a drought. Most of them are way down now. There's many large cities that depend on this water, like Los Angeles, Denver, Phoenix, Tucson. Lake Mead, which is one of their biggest reservoirs, has fallen 143 feet since the level of year 2000. It's on the lowest level on record.